Hello Charoletteers, it is Mama Charlotte here. Welcome back to another YouTube video on my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to mark the comeback to my channel in terms of YouTube videos. I do want to start making content on a regular basis. So from now on, we're going to start filming multiple videos a day, but starting off with the next video. So yeah, we're taking it a little slow now, but we will get back into where we were beforehand, at least uploading twice a week. Also, I want to let you guys know there's a podcast for the next YouTube video coming out. I'm excited to really show that off for you guys and start making podcast style content as well, just to mix things up on the channel. I think you guys would love it. So, but yeah, with that being said, let's get into this video and let's talk about what this video is about. So in today's video, we're going to get into some information that is very, very sensitive to YouTube. Very, very not friendly to YouTube. Like YouTube's doesn't like it. It doesn't like this content. It doesn't like this kind of subject here. I'm not here to promote anything. I want to let you guys know the reality of the truth behind me and OF, aka only, aka F4NS. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about basically the reality of what I am with adult content. I get a lot of questions every single stream, and it's not like an overly amount of comments or the same comment, but it is, do you have an OF? And to that answer, I always answer, look around the internet, you might find some information, you might find something. That's just me just being smart ass, right? Because we're not gonna sit there and put any OFs in the chats or talk about it in the stream in general. That's not what this video is about. I'm not here to talk about what content I make and all that stuff. It is the fact that I have done an OF for years now, since 2020. And I have been in the adult community space for a very long time. It is something that a lot of trans women get into. And it doesn't make them any less than, a woman. And I've gotten a lot of hate. I've lost friends because of being in the adult community and doing stuff like this. And to a lot of people, being OnlyFans content creator is looked down upon. So like I said, I started off making content on OF about back in 2020. This is when I was opening up to a little more income. I still do it to this day for a little extra income, but it's not thing that's crazy extra. It is at this point like $50 every month maybe. But I do have support, and I do have a lot of people that come to that content kind of stuff. With that being said, I do know that my fan base is mixed up with adults and kids. I don't want to sit here and promote 18 plus content to who I know would potentially be people under 18. So that's not what it is. It's exactly why I stopped talking about OF on YouTube and stopped promoting it and stopped putting in my links, because at the end of the day, I don't want it to be a bad thing upon my reputation in terms of people thinking that I'm sharing adult links to people that are under 18. That's the reason why I took it out, and that's the reason why it's not there anymore, and that's why every time someone asks about it on stream, like I always say, oh, you look around, you might find something, you know what I mean? It's not about me having OF or doing OF, it's more so about me mixing content up, you know what I mean? It's like, don't put this food with this food, it's cross-contamination. It's the same thing with social media. By the way, I want to let you guys know that I did get my nails done. This is my nails being done. They look white on the video. Just to let you guys know, it's not just white. It is actually also French tips. So they got them done about a week back, and they look so gorgeous. They're so poppy. They're such a different look for my nails. I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, and just to let you guys know, next time I get my nails done, they're actually going to be the same size as my actual real nails. I want to go to a regular, natural length nail to see how that works and see how good it looks. OF has been something that has always given me extra money. Have I ever felt proud of doing OF? Yes, I have. I think a lot of people look down on people that do OF because they think, oh my god, you're such a WHORE, and you have no morals, you have no values, you don't value your body, you're selling your body and all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. To some people, it's extra money, and people need to understand that, like, there's different markets out there. And I hate to say it, but adult content is a market, and it's a big market, whether you want to believe it or not. It's a market to millions and millions and probably billions of people at this point. Now that's not my like reasoning as to why I do adult content. I don't sit there and say, oh, well, it's because it's a big community out there. No, it's not that. I do adult content because I am, believe it or not, a very sexual being. I am very sexual, and I hate to say that. I'm afraid to say that. I think sexuality and sex and the thought of sex and the conversation about sex is very much, controlled. Like, people are afraid to talk about their sexuality. People are afraid to talk about what they're into. The people are afraid to talk about their kinks, and that's why you don't know until you're behind closed doors and people are telling you what their stuffs are. You know what I mean? There's so many people that you would not know were really kinky, sexual people that you would never know unless they, behind, like, in front of other people. So I just want people to know that, like, this is me. My YouTube channel has always been about me talking about myself in general and being real with you guys. And this right here is me being normal for you guys. Me telling you guys, hey, this is my life. You know what I mean? This is what I do. This is what I'm about. You like me, you don't. You don't. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, the people that follow me, the people that subscribe to me are going to be the ones that like me for who I am, are going to accept me for who I am. Whether I do OF or not, I learned that people are going to not like me anyways because I'm trans. Being trans is already this license agreement letter that people are not going to sign. You know what I mean? It's already something that gives people reasons to not like me anyway. So what's the deal with going OF? What's the problem with doing OF if it's pretty much the same for me? It really is. In my eyes, I'm doing something I feel is fun. I'm exploring my body. I'm being open with my body. At the end of the day, nothing's wrong with it. And like I said before, and I'll say it again at the beginning of my videos, I have lost friends. I have lost family, but mainly friends to doing ONLYFANS. And it's a lot of it has to do with women that were in my life not talking to me anymore and being really fake. Trust me, I know who they are. They're no longer my friends because they chose to say, oh, well, you're doing a sinful thing, or this is not right, or you transition because for this reason, even though it has nothing to do with the reason why I transitioned. OF is pretty much just something extra, in my opinion. It was never ever meant for me to be an OF model from the beginning. I was afraid to be a model at the beginning. But I'm doing it now because I feel like it's good extra money and it doesn't demand the porn industry at this point. So to me, I feel like I'm doing my own thing. I'm making my own money. I'm not hurting anybody. And it helps out with the bills every now and then. So yes. Do I have an OF? Yes, I do. I've had an OF for years. That is my answer to a lot of people that probably don't know if I have one, or because I never really explained on one of my YouTube videos or my streams stating, hey guys, yeah, you might find something if you look around the internet. That's literally me just telling you, listen. With that being said, I want you guys to understand that I don't want this to make you guys feel any less of me. If you do, then it's up to you. That everyone has their decisions of what they feel like certain things. The problem with doing adult content is it feels like it cheapens people out. And I'm not saying that's how I feel about people. I feel like some people feel that way. Like, you have value in yourself, and now that you do OF, or you found out you do OF, you're not a very good content creator anymore, or less than. Unfortunately, I think that's the case for some people. But whatever it is for you, I hope that you don't look down on people that do it, because at the end of the day, they are just like you, trying to make a decent paycheck. Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes people can make that kind of content. It's called being open. It's called letting yourself flourish. You know what I mean? It's not about being like, who's the next person that could, do this to me, It's more like, and understand it or not, a lot of OF models are business people. They're business. It's a business at the end of the day. They look for your attention, and your attention is focused. It's like going to a strip club. You don't ever go to a strip club and don't see people that don't expect money. Strippers are never going to go up to the pole and think to themselves, I hope I don't get any money, or I don't care if I get money. They want money. That's why they're there. That's why they are there to sell their act and their body in not a bad, super bad way for the convenience of entertainment. And that's exactly how I see it. So, but with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I wanted to let you guys know about this information because I feel like as a Mama Shar, I've talked about this in the past, but I haven't talked to it to my new audience. So I feel like this is a good little update video for you guys. I am an OF content creator. I'm just about everywhere you could think of on the internet. And at this point, I'm proud of it. I'm happy for it. So, like I said, if you guys want to know what the OF is, look around the internet. You might find it. You might find something. You might. You might not find anything. You guys have a great day. I love you guys. Lots of tater tots, apricots, and ladybutts with lots of spots. Let's get to 21,000 subscribers on this channel. You guys have a great rest of your day. I love you guys lots. Bye.